If there is one thing YouTube has put a hard line in the sand on, it is most definitely adult content. After all, this is a large platform which has little to no barrier for entry when it comes to age regulation, often relying solely on the content creator to apply an age restriction whenever they feel they may need to, because, their content may go a little off kilter. And that is all well and good. After all, YouTube's response to these violations, when it does happen, is usually rather swift, heavy, and almost near non-negotiable the moment something gets into the territory of adult entertainment, with no restrictions whatsoever.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby, you make me so horny.
Almost like a certain website, which tends to be free. Look, I know you can find sexual content from movies and clips on YouTube. Hell, the first time I saw the clip of William Dafoe's walking stick in between his legs was here on YouTube. What can't that man do? I mean, he can act crazy, and he has crazy thrust potential.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
But usually these things, when they appear on YouTube, tend to not be the central focus of the content itself, and therefore there is context. However, thanks to my extensive catalog of subscriptions, I can sometimes come across, YouTube's hidden levels of insanity and just crazy. And Brooke Shark's YouTube channel offered today's insanity, and I know the thumbnail gives it away, but I really could not believe it was to the degree that it was. Now, to preempt and clarify things, I support sex workers. Oldest profession in the books. Get your money, ladies and gents. After all, the world is selling sex almost non-stop, and sex sells non-stop.
True that. True that.
So, do what you got to do. I've had moments where I've thought about maybe would just be easier. It quite literally was. Like, you could argue the problems with that, but hell, I'd even say YouTube should allow people to advertise their OnlyMans much easier. Like, I don't even have one that y'all are aware of.
Wait, what?
And obviously that advertisement isn't showing clips, but little links and a quick, maybe screenshot of the logo of the website, or maybe even their channel's banner or something, similar to how my socials are currently above me on the screen. And I feel like there isn't any harm in that if people can use self-control, you know what I mean?
It was a mess. I made a promise to myself and to her that I would never get out of control again.
And remember, it's practically free all across the internet, so you don't even need to do that. But as Twitch had to quickly learn, there is an extent by which content can go into that territory before it is no longer an invader, but actually something that has assimilated with the culture. And that assimilation comes, of course, at a cost. Not only will you have crybaby alpha males screaming off the wall because they're seeing kitty they can't get, but also children can get exposed easily when the safeguards are generally reliant upon the creators and a kid being honest on the internet.
Sounds good. Doesn't work.
Oh, and there's the tiny issue of YouTube monetization remaining functionally viable once advertisers learn they are basically advertising on channels that Playboy would be proud of.
I'm the bunny mother.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Which, again, nothing wrong with that. But some companies might not like it. Popeyes might like it because they're chicken based, and some of these people have thighs and legs that are Popeyes level delicious. Baby, she got them dark meat thighs, and her breastises would look healthy, covered in our herbs and spices. Know what else would? Your mouth once you order yourself a 4-piece dinner combo from Popeyes, baby. Chick-fil-A doesn't have the balls, despite having the balls to claim Christianity only to wildly abuse child labor laws and have a strangely conspicuous correlation between franchise owners and managers having some grooming allegations attached to them in a very Chick-fil-A sauce level of amounts. Why are there kids outside in the winter taking orders for food as if the drive-thru equipment just never works?
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much. It just really means a lot to me.
My pleasure. Enjoy.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
You're amazing.
You too.
I love you. Thank you.
But if this was more widespread than it already is, and believe me, it is very, very widespread, YouTube would legit once again be facing a bit of an apocalypse type situation. So let's get into it. Obviously, heavy censoring in mount, because I mean, I am talking about whole cooter scooters, okay, and travel jugs visible in some of these videos. And once again, this revelation and video is inspired by Brooke Sharks. She's an awesome content creator and funny in my opinion. Obviously, these things can be subjective, but if you want to see her video, I am linking it below. And don't forget to subscribe to her and me if you like this sort of content. Let's get into the newest transparent grift out there. See what I did? Yeah, you got it.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
So each of these videos, no matter the content creator, has some clear similarities. Number one, there's a big ass disclaimer trying to act as if the focus of this is to show how to clean and maybe comfortability of your outfit when cleaning. Number two, voiceover, ASMR, voiceovers. Almost like watching those travel videos. It's sultry, smooth, and honestly sounds like each of them ChatGPT'd a script and called it a day. Again, not hating, your money up, not your funny up, but
And you're a jealous virgin.
And three, it ain't like semi-transparent clothing, okay? In most cases, it quite literally is just lace tops. So not even really clothing at all, no panties, no bra, just free-range beef and cornhole.
Excuse me, what?
My channel. This is Iwa and today we are cleaning this window. First, we need a sponge and a cleaning solution to get rid of all the dirt. Then we press the sponge against the window to clean everything perfectly.
I mean, come on. No, seriously, come on. Actually, don't come on. Yeah, don't come on. Don't do that.
Oh, yeah, baby.
But on a serious note, before we talk about the fact that her form is horrible from window cleaning, that sliding glass door was already cleaned from the jump. So clearly, it isn't about the cleaning. While I do not advise you to go looking if you so happen to watch this video and are underage or have a certain addiction problem, but if you are old enough and can understand nuance and happen to go look for yourself, you will find a shocking amount of kitty cats staring at you all the livelong day on YouTube.
That doesn't feel right.
And you can find more than just, cat women in this category. I found channels belonging to the pickle and tomatoes crowd doing this trend as well.
Excuse me, what?
What's going on?
Yeah, tickle you fancy. I can see through that man's pantsy.
Like, what? What?
And again, get your money how you can get it, but I mean, isn't this just softcore corn? And you might say to yourself, well, so long as they age restrict, you are not following me here. The content creator, in most cases, has to age restrict the content they create. The system when uploading and checking, I feel, is more focused on your curse words and outright obscene visuals. Gore, blood, war, harm. These people aren't having those things happen in their video. It's just free-range kitty cat. Salmon in the air.
You can't keep getting away with it!
They're just showing off clothing items that are clearly meant to be used daily. Yes, I am a freak off camera. Got the stamina for rounds galore, I will admit. But that use can't be up here on YouTube. The majority of the videos I found were not even age restricted. Like seriously, most content creators are not going to honestly restrict their content because the whole point of this is to grow and eventually monetize your content and be able to live off of your content. Not that age restriction does much, as if you created your account and are actually underage and put in your actual birth month, then I don't even think you should be on the internet. All kids from the 90s and early 2000s, we know how to, circumvent that system. But you get past that by simply clicking, let me see the video or whatever. I understand that something I'm about to watch is going to have a certain section of content. And within seconds after a quick disclaimer, as these videos tend to have, you will then have biddies, sass, nutty cooters, tennis balls, and a baseball bat right in your face. By the way, I want it noted, as Brooksharks did in her video, not only is this, well, children of the corn without the children.
Stop! Seriously, stop.
But none of these fuckers are using proper cleaning techniques or products. I'm talking Windex on wood, Windex on metal frames, Windex on door handles, Windex on toilets. They are using Windex on everything but windows. It's like those god-awful corns which open up with, an attempt at acting, and the pizza guy is some clearly 45-year-old age man, and he doesn't even have a pizza bag, and is holding this hot pizza right over his crotch, and you open the door and they're naked, and it prompts him to say, "Oh, I forgot the icing for your Cinesticks." And the naked person says back, while looking them up and down rather sexually, "Well, looks like your icing will do. I'll just have to squeeze it out of you."
You need many years of therapy.
God, I feel disappointed that I read that entire thing. Like, I messed up on every other part of this video while reading it off because, dyslexia, but like my brain focused on the cringiest part of it. If that's your kink, no mayo unless it's AO. Hey, it's all you, but it's just bad acting, right? That's fine, but what in the sweet Lord of heaven? I don't want to show any more than I already have, because like I said, you can look for it yourself, but be warned, your reaction says more about you than me. But again, if you're looking for that stuff, there are a lot of free websites to do it from, rather than here on YouTube, which, yes, is also a free website, but I mean, come on. If you're looking for that, why stop at just transparent clothing? Go to where it's all in. As for me, I am legit dying at this being a thing, and apparently this has happened several times before, which, we innovate hard in a lot of the strangest directions, and this might be the reason why society is the way it is. Who knows? I'm not here for that deeper type of thought. I just find it an utter shock that this existed as a huge medium, like its own subsection genre, its own meta on YouTube. But you know what direction you should innovate? The subscribe button. Or else I will send a sleep paralysis demon with a Windex bottle and some transparent clothing to you in your sleep.
Is he hot?
Will YouTube crack down on this before someone inevitably just does away with the transparent clothing option? I sure hope so. Like, I don't know the best suggestion for YouTube, because these people should per se be allowed to make this content. Just maybe not on YouTube. Maybe YouTube can make a separate website and allow this shit to run wild and have clear tagging of it being adult content, even if it is soft adult content. But until this blows up, I demand Windex put a disclaimer on their products explaining that this should only be used on Windows.